behold.
Is it starting?
Yes, it's live right now. Did you just... Oh, you coming in right now? I thought you were still busy.
Oh, you...
Can you guess who the special guest is, everybody?
Oh, I thought that you were just talking to yourself for a second.
You think that's something I do? I just talk to myself.
I mean, that's kind of the job and role as a YouTuber.
It's kind of sad, actually, right? Just talking to myself. Hello, one person watching. It's like, you know, it's, I have one thumbs down.
Wow.
What's going on, everybody? Oh, I love it. You know how Davidas does that, hello, one person who watches all my videos, and it's like sarcasm for him? It's just true for me. So we have a special guest today, but this special guest is very, very busy doing the Lord's work. I would say, right? What's happening, Steve Strings? The Martin.
Hello, everyone. Sam.
Do you want?
I mean, I don't need to be super in this. Wow. Hello.
It's Andrea, everyone. Andrea's back,
I'm back for
like a day.
hour.
You know what? She comes back to use me for my Dimash reactions, and then she leaves. She's like, "I've got my reaction done.
Well,
my time
I need
here.
to leave. I
My
have
time-
other things I have to do.
Yeah.
Good on.
I want to change the
What are you changing?
view so we can watch ourselves.
Oh, I don't
And
want to
then,
watch ourselves. I
well,
want to watch the comments.
That's all I want to. Well, look, you can do them both with this default view.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, everybody. Well, that was quite the intro. So we're here live in the dawn. Some would say it's not dawn. It's always dawn somewhere. Dre.
Yes, it's
You know,
me.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. It is Andrea. See you again is good. Yeah. Thank you, John. Thank you. Should we start off with a song?
As this is exporting, yes. Oh, we're doing this song?
Of course we're doing the song.
Oh gosh. This is called In Sickness by Us. Sorry, I just had a moment where I forgot the words.
It's okay, I'll just go around.
We all raise a glass and a toast to a friend, stricken by illness and here in the end. Finite horizon, the sun says a blended tonight, and tonight. Safety in numbers no longer applies. The enemy doesn't damage from inside of the host. Doesn't matter how fast one can ride it tonight, and tonight.
Those chords.
As rare as a comet that burns through the sky, a strong constitution that fights to survive in a land where the medicines in short supply these days. A desperate soul from an old friend damned in the face. Too late. A formality to look into, and right by the grace of a new dawn breaking in haze from starlight.
Yeah.
Revive a riotous spell, postponing heaven's stand in hindsight. We are unprepared yet stand to make amends. I completely forgot what I was saying mid-song. We all raise a glass and a toast to a friend. Yes, some are among us who refuse to bend to the preordained writing selected to end in the night, in the night.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
So good to have you back, Andrea.
I know.
Amazing. Oh, Victor
Sorry,
Bradshaw
that
gave
was
us $5.
I know, I was about to say.
Aw.
That was just like I feel like a run.
That was great.
A race.
What up, Sam? Oh, Sam.
Tell us the tea, guys. What has been up with everyone? I feel like I've been out of the loop, honestly.
Yeah, you've been.
Sean has a class happening when?
Tomorrow.
What?
Yeah, it's tomorrow. Check this out. There's a little link that you guys can use to get half off
Wait, how does
the
this
class.
work? Oh, does that link actually work?
Does it work? I don't know. You tell us. Does it work or not? I don't know. I just posted something. Should be a link. I don't know. But it's going to be a class where I talk about chords and just kind of like how you can take basic stuff and make it sound cool and have it be the best. Cam, what's up, Cam? My man, we got Cam, we got Sam, we got Victor, we got
All the
Optiman
bangers.
5000. What's up, Optiman? Yeah. I love it. So it's an hour-long class. It's like $10. It's $5 if you use the coupon.
$5.
Like, come on.
What can you get for
I'm just
$5?
gonna, yeah. You can't even get these harem pants. Andrea, show them the pants. Oh wow.
You're really out here advertising the pants every second you got.
That's what we're doing. Listen. I'm just a class salesman and a pants salesman.
Yeah, if you want,
YouTube-
hold on.
You know, YouTube is a dirty game. There's no way to tell if I have a real future in YouTube. But I can always sell pants. And I can always teach classes. And if that's all that I am at the end of the day, Dre, if I'm just a humble pant salesman, then that's a life well lived.
Not this dramaticness. I'm trying to make sure this actually...
The good Lord gave you 2 legs and you gotta pant them both. That's what I always said. Except for some people who only have 1 leg, they still need a pant.
Are you sure this link works?
Pant? Yeah. Amphi.com/gift/Sean Daniel.
Huh.
Should I keep talking about pants?
Oh.
And
I see.
sometimes when it's cold outside and it's cold in your heart, you just need a good pen.
Okay, there. Sorry.
That's what old SD's here. Give you a good pant. Like
Sorry.
Tie harem pants.
Now the link actually works, people, because Sean, of course, put something wrong link.
Copied and pasted it? You
No,
mean, is
look,
what I
mine
did?
works better than yours. Do you see?
Okay.
Anyways.
I was talking about pants. Is that Dan Garlock?
Dan
My man.
Garlock.
My man. Dan, we gotta get Dan some pants. We gotta get him some harem pants.
I love how all the friends of the channel are like
Friends
what?
of the channel.
The peace offering is harem pants.
So, real quick, let's do a little taste. Yeah, pants in Florida, Dan. They asked if we're mad. Check it out. I'm wearing pants too. Drea, what am I wearing? What am I wearing today, Drea? Tell them.
Lululemon.
Lululemon.
You should honestly be the official.
I should be. Lululemon is just like my brand. You know what? Cindy was making fun of me because of my infatuation with Lululemon.
Why?
Yeah, I know, right? I think that's. I know it's the perfect fit. We don't have to go there.
Between a man and a woman.
So to run that, right, for those of you who don't know, I had this physical therapist when I was rehabbing my knee for a while. That she was working on me, right? She was a very attractive physical therapist, I might say. So I was kind of enjoying myself. And she goes, you know, Sean, your body, and I'm like, yes, go on, is the perfect center point between a man and a woman's. And I was like, thank you? And I thought it seemed like she meant it as a compliment. But I don't know, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm a man. But whatever. And that's where Lululemon walks in. Yeah, this is exactly the type of promotion Amphi wanted when they're like, can you go live to promote the class for tomorrow? And I was like, sure. And then I come on and promote tie harem pants.
Yeah, harem pants a little more than pushing anything else in this video.
Listen, the class is a really good deal, but those pants are a great deal.
Hilarious.
But you should take the class too.
You should take the class for $5, and then you can put that $5 towards the.
See what I'm saying? Look at Victor Bradshaw with another $5. My man.
Gosh.
Katie says bonjour. Apparently, Katie is Lara Fabian.
Oh.
I don't think you've been live when Victor's been on.
No.
I think that's right, Victor. Am I right? They've got sound check or something going on. Sean Hockey, what's up, buddy? Nice. See, people dig the pants, man.
Oh my God! Can this please send?
Maybe, Drea, maybe you should be here for the course tomorrow. That's great. I'm gonna try to get Drea here for the course tomorrow.
I mean, if you want me to be there,
I kind of do actually. I kind of do.
Certainly,
Special
certainly.
guest tomorrow. Tomorrow's
Why are you using me?
I'm not you. Are you? Am I? Look at this thumbnail that she's making. She's making a Dimash reaction on her channel, right? And it's like, how can Sean look like more of a clown to bring the clicks in? Who's using who? The ultimate click funnel is this face right here.
I must part ways.
You gotta go. One more song.
Yeah, no, I let it have to be gone. Goodbye, everyone. I will
thought
see
you
at
have
the class.
till 1 o'clock.
No, I have to be there at 1, Sean.
Yeah. Yep. Well, sure.
Oh my.
I guess we had a good time with that song.
Okay,
Guys, don't worry. I'm not leaving you. I'm here for the duration. I'll be here probably till 1. I think.
I will be here at the class if you request it. I'll be at the class
I love
tomorrow.
this girl. This girl's
my
the best.
Use Sean's link. It's a pinned comment on this live stream.
And we're gonna learn some
Should
stuff
work.
in a minute here.
$5. That's
47
the coupon
people
code.
watching. Yodeling pickle review.
Goodbye,
when?
everyone.
Bye, Dre. I'll see you later today.
Will you though?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Tell your mom I'm coming over. Anyways, now that the dead weight is gone, we can finally get down to some learning and some good times, right? So yeah, we're just gonna talk a little bit about chords and maybe writing songs today, because why not? Because I've been teaching a bunch of songs lately for another site too, and this just got me thinking, because they let me pick whatever I want to teach this course on, and I was like, you know what? I think chord progressions from a songwriting standpoint is kind of an under-taught thing, I guess, right? So that's what we're going to talk a little bit about today. So number one thing, hope she's not taking the bus, yeah. Number one, stay away from the 1 chord. That's rule number 1. I'll reiterate that in a minute. So let's take the key of C, right? C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Those are the 7 notes in C major. Those each become chords. C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B, half diminished, and C. So let's write a progression that maybe could become a song. Oh, you're in St. Armand's right now? I was gonna go play St. Armand's tonight, James, but it's gonna rain. Bummer. But yeah, so let's write it. People out there, give me some numbers between 1 and 7. No, between 2 and 7, because we don't want to use the 1 chord. Let's crowdsource a chord progression. Who out there? Give me a number. Anybody, give me a number. One at a time, though. Don't pick the whole progression. Let's do this. Let's do this democratically. Is it not raining now? All right. Well, if it clears up, then we still might go to St. Armand's. 4, 2, 3. I love it. 13, James. 4, 2, 3. All right. So 4. I love it. Who said 4? Sean Hockey, my man. Because 4 is Lydian, so 4 would be F, right? 2, D minor. So there's a 4, 2, 3 in the key C, right? So we've got F, D minor, E minor. All right, so that's our progression, right? So it's like, all right, well, what kind of melody is being implied there? Because those are all triads, those are all 3-note chords. F major is just F, A, C, D minor is D, F, A, E minor is E, B, G, right? So let's be like, all right, well, let's use a different chord voicing for this F. And now, you know, since this is kind of what our de facto home chord is going to be, because there is no 1 chord, this is going to be a Lydian type vibe, which again, you don't even have to know that those are like the notes or whatever. But I do want to let's make an F major 9 chord. Okay, this is just something you can use as a replacement for just a regular 4 chord, right? Here's F major 9. And then that 2 chord is D minor to 3. And just using that, already kind of has, I feel like that sounds more like a song, right? Having 1 extended chord and then the rest of the triads, right? I just feel like there's a little bit more going on there, and that's the beautiful thing about learning these different chord voices, learning like chord extensions / substitutions, is you kind of open up this whole world of like, all right, well, this is maybe like a new, this is causing me to think of something different melodically than maybe just like a F. Right? Already, even though that we're not using the one chord, that 4-2-3 chord progression in C still sounds kind of different, right? But then once we kind of add the extension, right? It sounds effing great. I think it's cool. A little confusing about borrowing chords. Any tips, okay, right? So we'll get to that, but let's make another part, right? So I want to just play this again. We're in the key of C, thinking in the key of C, avoiding the one chord, right? Remember that C major is the parent chord. So if we go to the C, how does that feel, right? It feels glorious because we've been setting it up for a while, but it resolves. There's like it kind of ends there. So it's like maybe we don't want to go there. But what I think is actually a really cool thing to do is use a chord substitution. All right. So like I said before, the chords that we have in this key are like C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B, and C. So G would be an important chord in this key because, again, these major triads and stuff are super important. So maybe F, 9, D, E, go to G. I feel like it doesn't want me to go there, right? But that is something that I could do. But I want to use my knowledge of like, all right, I know G is like available. I personally didn't like how that sounded, but maybe let's use something rooted on a G to just try something different, right? One thing that I really love the sound of is a minor 5 chord. So let's just make G a minor chord real quick, right? So I'll just make it minor 7, right? And it'll have an interesting effect on this whole kind of tone of what we got going on so far. So good, right? So that's my favorite borrowed chord, all right? Now, why do they call that a borrowed chord? Well, I'm just taking it from a different key. You can think about it different ways, right? And I think that's why there's a lot of confusion out there from stuff like this. And again, I'll have a more coherent, less off-the-cuff explanation of this kind of thing in that class tomorrow, which is pinned at the top. Take that class because it's gonna be a lot of fun. But I do think that when you're trying to explain something that can be thought of as different ways, it's hard to understand at first, right? Because like me just saying like, oh, minor 5 chord is like a cool chord substitution or something, if you want to call it a substitution. All that really means is instead of using G major in the key of C, use G minor, right? Now you can just think of that as like a rule almost, or maybe like a move, so to speak. See, whenever I do that, F, major 9, D minor, G. Where is this taking me? It takes me back to the F, right? You know, some people could still say C, but I really think that G minor takes me home to F in a way that feels more home-like. The reason that is, when you make a 5 chord minor, you're really kind of shoehorning it into, from my perspective, as making it a new 2 chord, right? Because in the key of F, G minor is the 2 chord, right? So when you have a minor 5 in C, I think it kind of acts like you're borrowing the 2 chord from F, all right? Let me know if this is kind of like confusing to people out there, but this is how I've always kind of thought of like where to pull chords from, right? because the key of F and the key of C are very similar. And the thing that like really exposes this chord progression as not being in the key of F is that D minor. Well, or F, D minor, E minor, F, right? So because that's the key of C. The D minor and the E minor are the 2 and 3 in the key of C. If we were in the key of F, this would be a 1 chord and a 6 chord and that would be a 7 diminished chord, so on and so forth, right? And then we go back to F. So we're not really in the key of F, even though F seems to kind of be our tonal center. And that E minor chord is what kind of, establishes that tonal center. But also opens it up to that minor 5 chord, which is the move, right? So when I think about, picking like a new chord or something like that, and usually the way that I think of this for like songwriting is like all the songs that I've written. Again, I've got like tons and tons of songs on Spotify and everything. What's up, Kevin? Is I will usually by ear pick the first part or crowdsource it for the people right there. Like that's, when we have that F, D minor, E minor. And then usually I'll use what I think of as like music theory to take me to the next part, right? Because you'll hear a lot of people like, oh, people don't need music theory for making stuff, just use your ear. I think like, yeah, that's all well and good, and you can do it. But I think to make stuff that's really musically interesting is to be able to go places where your ear might not necessarily take you until you can train it to think that way, to kind of think through different keys. So that's why I really like, the combination of like, all right, maybe starting by ear. So now I'm thinking of key of F. Now this is a 2, 3, 1 in the key of F. I could go 4, 2, 3 in this key. And then I've used that borrowed chord as a gateway into modulating the entire progression, okay? So again, for the class tomorrow, I'm definitely gonna make simpler stuff first. We'll talk about like just simpler kind of chord things first, but I do think that borrowed chords, like what the question was, is a great way to kind of like get into the more advanced stuff, and something we'll be talking a little bit more in the class. You're going. We all knew. Everyone knew, Keith, that I was going to the 7th, right? I just can't not. That 4 chord is what's up, right? So when you think of modulation, is just changing keys, right? So here's a 4, 2, 3 in F. Or a 4, 2, 3 in C, starting with F. And then I'll do it in F. Which sounds fine, but it's, it's not the most elegant way to get to that next part. You're just kind of forcing it. To me, I think like really elegant songwriting comes from wanting to get to that part, but doing it in like a way like, how am I going to lead people there? I'm going to go through maybe like a little bridge section. And see, now it just seems more natural, even though I've gone through the same steps to modulate from the key of C to the key of F. I think that kind of stuff adds a lot in just a songwriting perspective. But this is my opinion, right? Sounds like 7 days in sunny June, right? Jamiroquai, such a great. Why'd you have to drop that bomb on me? It's great, love it. Somebody else, F major 9. C at 11, you say? A minor 11. G7, sus2. Yeah, that's cool, right? guess it's I really don't use dominant 7 sus2 chords ever. But yeah. Maybe I do actually. I guess that's technically dominant 7 sus2. But yeah, I don't really think of it that way. So yeah. What time does the class start? I believe the class starts at 6 tomorrow. As I try to put my pick in my mouth. Yeah, p.m. Eastern time, Borrowed chords are fine as long as you return them in good shape as you receive them. Very true, very, very true. Yeah, what time is that over there, Sam? I thought that we picked the time so it would be okay in the UK. But yeah, because again, we originally were going to do it last week, but then it was like Halloween. We decided to push it to tomorrow. So yeah, should be good. Should be a fun time by all. So yeah, and definitely it's gonna be a small class. So people, come on down, and we can chat with each other and just have some good times. Can you play the song "I Would Lie to You," Nico Santos? I've never heard it. I can usually give songs a try if I know what they sound like, but I've never heard that one. So I'm gonna have to try. I'm gonna have to listen to it afterwards. But yeah. So if anybody has any more questions or requests or whatever. So one thing that is very apparent to me listening back to some of the videos with this, so this is Martin D35 that they sent me like a month or two ago. And this guitar is considerably louder than the other guitars that I have, which shouldn't be surprising to me just because it's the biggest guitar that I have now. But it's kind of funny. It's like, wow, that's actually like a loud guitar. Even like fingerstyle. I'm a man of simple trade, moving things others made through modest ship and sail, blown by the western gale. Anybody know this song? I'm sure some people do. That's probably my favorite chord progression to play. We might talk about this kind of thing if there's time tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Are you in? Question mark. What? Incubus? Incubus song? Maybe. A good song for any of the girls would be Angel by Jimi Hendrix. I've never tried to play Angel. What are the chords to Angel? Angel. Jimmy. Chords. What does it sound like? I should get one of the girls to do that. I know Davidas posted that, right? With like a singer and got like 1 million views or something. Yeah, it is raining again. I know. It's a bummer. How long are you in St. Armand's, James? Is that how it goes? How's that? Is that how it goes? Is that? Man, I have not heard that song in so long. great song. I can't believe I've never tried to play this song before. So that's Angel by Jimi Hendrix. Or, I mean, it's a version of Angel. Oh, as long as you want till Easter? Oh, we'll definitely see you out there, for sure. Oh, nice. Yeah, James, Sarasota's great. This time of year is like the perfect time. Yeah, we'll be out there. I'm trying to get down and busk on St. Armand's Moor. St. Armand's is like this kind of touristy spot. It's got a really cool circle thing where you don't need a permit. You can just kind of set up and play music. And usually people will stop and listen to you. So, who, according to you, is the best guitarist with the widest range of style among contemporaries? Man, that's tough because like there's a lot of guys that can just play anything, you know. And I was talking about this on my QA Wednesday. That my answer for the best guitarist is Elliott Smith, right? Yeah, I think he's just like. I feel like he's got a pretty wide set. I mean, you know, he's not a shredder by any means, but I think one of the reasons I want to make this course about songwriting and chords and songwriting is just because Elliott Smith is just the best, I think, to ever do it. And like, if you learn his songs, I think that's like the true mark of like a great guitar player. Like, again, back to Jimmy. It's kind of funny. I've never tried to play Angel before, but like. I can't remember what that sounds like, but like, just learning that kind of like you don't even need to know what song it is when you hear stuff like that's such a Jimmy thing that like there's such a style to it that me first starting out on guitar and like learning stuff. I just understood the instrument so much more by just learning Jimi Hendrix, which is why I always like Jimmy's like the best, you know. But with Elliott, I think there's like such a depth to the songwriting that is also kind of transferred through into like the chord progression. That is why I think he's the best to ever do it. And it's kind of funny because I think Jimi Hendrix is right there. But like I think that Jimi Hendrix is like the greatest guitar player ever for reasons way different than like a lot of other people do. Like other people are like, oh, his solos are like so like amazing, blah 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 blah. And that's not what it's about to me. I think it's about like the chord progressions and how, you know, like Little Wing is a perfect example. It's like E minor. That's the song, right? E minor, G, A minor, E minor. Like how that's pretty basic, but Little Wing sounds like here's E minor. That's an E minor to him. And then like that's a G, A minor, E. And then what is it? Like E minor, that's the E minor. And then G, C to D. And it's like those are chords, you know, like I never thought of those as chords, right? But until learning Jimi Hendrix is like you see a chord chart and it's like, oh, okay, G. It's like, yeah, that's all a G chord into A. That's just A minor, E. That's E minor, right? It's like seeing that, being able to take an artist's work and then understand music more, I think is like a huge compliment to them as a player. And that's why I feel like Elliott Smith and Jimi Hendrix are like, you know, the two best that I've seen. That favorite male singer, I'll give you two because they're totally different. Like Ray LaMontagne, I think has like the best voice, just the coolest voice. But I mean, Matt Bellamy is my favorite singer. Like, Matt Bellamy is like just the freaking man. Earlier stuff. It's pretty funny. My boy Pasha was over here 2 days ago, and we were making some synthwave with violin, and we were just like listening to Simulation Theory by Muse, and we're like, let's just like rip this off to the best of our abilities, and it just sounds so cool. So yeah, love Muse. Matt Bellamy is such a great singer. You know, blending different genres. All right, we're back. We're back on. Looks like it paused for a second. Oh, YouTube, how I love it. Looks like we're back on. All right, cool. We're back on. Back live. Tips on strumming up and down with the pick quickly. Great question. I would say the secret lies in palm muting, okay? Because it really anchors. Yes, synthwave and Pasha needs to be a video for your channel. I'm hoping that it will be for sure. So Joe's nice enough to make a donation. So yeah, so strumming up and down with a pick quickly. I mean, there's a lot of different types of strumming. Like when I think of like triplet strumming like that is one thing, but I really think that my strumming got a lot better or faster when I was able to do that more, right? So I think the trick is to anchor, your palm to the bridge, right? And then be able to mute stuff, And it's like, all right, well, that doesn't really help with your speed, you would say, right? But what it does is it anchors your hand in a way that you can't do any wasted up and down movement. So the byproduct of that is the directionality of your picking actually becomes super efficient. So even if you don't want to play anything that's like that, if that kind of playing doesn't really interest you, which like to me it really doesn't, like I'm not like, I don't really. In fact, even like the thickness of a pick that I use isn't even like made for that, because I play like, usually kind of thinner picks. So it's actually kind of harder to like keep that type of thing going. But I think really focusing on that type of thing really helps with the directionality of your picking. So then when you actually do open it up, even if you're not like palm muting, you can see that like it's the same idea, like strumming faster. I think is kind of like the same idea. It comes from the same probably muscle memory of like down and up like that, if that helps. So I would say really just work on palm muting, even if it's just like a power chord. And just keep your hand locked to a bridge. So you can't even tell that like my hand is going switching strings. Because it's an efficiency, right? And I think building that efficiency into like your playing is probably the most important part. See, Elizabeth Cat knows. She loves palm muting because she's classy. Very nice, Elizabeth. Sam's dad likes Muse, but hates the singing. Hates? Even like Origin of Symmetry, Absolution. I do feel like recently it's become very operatic. Which again, I'm just a fan, so I support Matt Bellamy with whatever he wants to do. But I like rock Matt Bellamy the best. Chris says A minor 11 for the win. Just drop in and just say A minor 11. It'll change your life, people. The minor 11 chord. Ah, you have a broken thumb. That's tough. Yeah. Well, just fast pick with your finger. I guess. No problem, Joe. I hope that was a helpful tip, Joe. But that's kind of how I think of improving directional strumming speed. The next thing, another thing would be like triplets. One thing that actually, a very specific example of something that helped me become faster was the shows I used to years ago with Allie, when Allie was still in town before she moved to Boston, the showstopper that we would do would be a White Rabbit, right? Like. And that right there. That was like a super, that was the extent of my ability speed-wise back when we were gigging that a lot. And at first I was like, man, am I going to get this? Because it's such like a... I'm not even great at it anymore. There it is. That like... Down, down, triple it. Up, down, right? Bump. And kind of thinking of that snare drum as something to actually strum, that's something that definitely helped me out. You know what I mean? Just because I had no choice. I was like, oh God. It's funny too when I do that as an example, I'm playing it way faster than we would actually play in the show. That one right there, that. So again, that's drum rudiments, honestly. Another lesson that you can take from that is like learning other instruments definitely helps with the instrument that you're trying to do. Like if you're at a plateau, try playing drums. Just get a drum practice pad and do the rudiments because that'll help with your picking, right? Like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 triple 2 3. Like it's the same thing. It's just like the sound of it and it gets in your hands and it's good all the way around, right? Any intermediate song you'd recommend learning in order to improve string skipping? Let's see. What is a good intermediate song? Man, I feel it's so funny. Like my head just goes to my songs because those are the ones that I play that are like single note string skipping ones. What's a good one? Huh? How about you know what a good one would be like Hallelujah, right? Like trying to do that one because it's like it's an arpeggio, so you do skip. Like at first it's there's that string skip right there. Right? So it goes A, D, G, B, G, A, D, G, B, G, A. And I think like that. I haven't played this song in so long. I think having that down, down, down. That's a good one because you have that G to A skip, right? That kind of repeats a lot. I think that's a good one to learn, you know? I haven't played this song in forever. Just because I haven't been gigging with Pasha. My man Pasha, where you at, bro? I think we might start doing stuff Saturday mornings again, hopefully. So, have I ever worked with the singer Jada? No. Hannah J. Wasserman. I have not. Is she good? Is she on YouTube? Is she a YouTuber? Let's get together. Let's rock it. You were the final teacher, and I finally had an understanding mechanics of the guitar students. Got to put the time in. Thanks to YouTube and the Marty Hendricks, the teacher. Well, thank you, David. Very cool. Marty Hendricks, is that another teacher or something? Or is it Marty Schwartz and Jimi Hendrix? Can we just shout out Marty Schwartz? I love that guy. I love that dude. He's the best. But yeah, string skipping. I gotta... That's a good one. That's a SD original. It's just a minor 7 interval on the 6th fret. E, D, E, D, E, D. It's called Wasteland. Check it out on Spotify. That's got a... So again, that could be a good one for string skipping. It's a good one. It's fun. Oh, string skipping. What else we got coming up? I got Andrea just texted me saying that she left her watch here. Yes, she did. It's right here. Let's see if this fits. You know, I tried wearing an Apple Watch, but I don't like having anything on my wrist. I need to be free. I need to be free from everything. Oh, just knocked it. I guess the black is a better look, but yeah. Yeah, so what else I got coming up? Practicing Pink Floyd time rhythm. Any advice? I mean, it depends on the song, right? I don't. Are they known for different time rhythms? Let me just text right back. I'm wearing it right now on the live stream. I mean, time, like every song has a different time. I don't think is Pink Floyd known for like their own time signature. I gotta tell you, I don't know a ton of Pink Floyd. Dark Side of the Moon. Yeah, I should probably like listen to Dark Side of the Moon, right? Why have I never done that? Because I'm a contrarian, that's why. And people tell me to do it, but I should probably just do that and not be a clown. But I've never listened to Dark Side of the Moon. How does the Martin sound compared to the Taylor with the hole in the side? That's a great question. So, kind of like I was talking about earlier, I was surprised on playback how loud this is relative to my voice. Whereas the Taylor 816, which is actually downstairs because I was gigging with it the other day, has a sound hole built, like a secondary sound hole built into the cutaway or whatever that you can kind of hear again. So it's interesting. I would still say that maybe this is louder, but I can hear I'm never surprised with the projection of that A16 because I can hear it so much better. Whereas this, you know, sounds good, but then on playback I hear it, I'm like, wow, that sounds great. But again, like, you know, that's the thing about these big old awesome guitars is like nothing sounds better, but it's kind of, you don't get the most accurate self-monitor from them as you would with like the 816, you know. The song Time, which has an odd signature. The song Time. My mistake, yeah. So, all right, so syncing up Dark Side of the Moon with Wizard, I've heard about that, Wizard of Oz. Is that really a thing? Like, aren't there people like hanging themselves in like the background of that or something like that? Oh man, hello from the ancestral home of the Emeryld Ryders. Hope you're well. Hey all, man, thank you so much. I do like your show, and that chord voicing video was really good. Hey, thank you, April. April with a Y. Speaking of riders, right? Yes, and yes, Max, this is a Dreadnought D35. I was busking maybe 2 weeks ago. I think it was me and Cindy, and then I just kind of took over. And I was like, guys, listen, this is an ancient Irish folk song that is known across the world, and it goes like, oh, how the hills in the mist seem to speak of a tale that is not yet complete, bonds that are soon to be born in emerald stone. Green as the thumb of the gardener is poor, as the cliff tops give way to shore, jagged rocks that are centuries worn. And they're like, yeah, now the stone shines for no one. Stashed away under the power and cover of sea, controlled by the moon, we'll find a way soon to return again. And everyone was like, wow, I think I've heard that before, that old traditional Irish folk song. And I was like, you're all fools. This is the best Emeryld Ryders song that there ever was. Hope in the guise of a warning has come. In a maelstrom first seen by the young, who took notice and soon turned to run. Ride, the tales in the mist said to ride, from the coast to the lush countryside, till the godless corruption subsides. Still, the stone shines for no one, stashed away under the power and cover of sea, controlled by the moon, we'll find a way soon. To return again. And they all rejoiced and tipped me like $3. That's right. The Emeryld Ryders ancestral home. Yes, Ireland, obviously. Not Sweden. Ireland. Pulled out the old top of the morning chords. Do you hold those in reserves for the chord? All right. Speaking from authority, what is a traditional Irish progression? This watch is sleek, by the way. Thank you, Andrea. Love it. Ride or die. Zach knows what's up. Sean just discovered Deanna Arkadanova. Could you speak about her voice? Have I reacted to Deanna on one of the singing ones on Andrea's? I don't know if that was her. I don't know enough about vocalists to remember all of them ones, but yeah, maybe I should check that out. Proper Irish progression. Bed, pub, then bed. I love it. Yeah. All right. I know. WTF is that, says old West. Where are the girls? Well, she just left. She had to go somewhere. Listen, they can't. They have to go be free. So that was a song by the Emeryld Ryders called In Emerald Stone. Those are always the go-to ones. What is your opinion of coated guitar strings? The only way to go, honestly. It's hard for me to play uncoated strings now at this point. So yeah, and yeah, thank you, Cam. Doesn't the Barton sound so good? Yeah, these are still just the ones, the Martin coated ones that come on here, which are great. You know, I think they sound as good as like the Elixirs or anything else. I like those Bog Street ones too. Those are the ones that I have on the Taylors right now. Bog Street coated ones, awesome. So yeah, new rider stuff might be synthwave, synth riders. Synth is already spelled with Y, so it's perfect. You know what I mean? That's cool. I have not tried the Martin Silk Steels. Did they give me those? I got a couple. There's like a retro one that they gave me. Yeah. Sam, thank you so much. Sam, you're the best. Sam and Cam. They're really out there putting in God's work on the Discord. Definitely check out the Discord. The Discord's a lot of fun. Sometimes I get behind, and I feel like I should probably be more active on there. But it's been busy, guys. Sorry. I apologize. I'm trying to gear up for this course tomorrow. Definitely, if you guys haven't heard me talk about it, sign up for the course. It's going to be a small class, just kind of talking about chord progressions. Guaranteed to learn something for like $10. Can't beat it. What is the best Nick Drake song to play in a standard tuning? Oh, man. See, I don't know which ones are in... Is Pink Moon... Or is Riverman... Riverman's standard tuning, right? Isn't it? Riverman? I play Nick Drake's songs wrongly, incorrectly. Is Riverman 2 words? Riverman's great because it's in 5/4. Let's see what this one. The top rated one says, yeah, it says it's in standard. A9 was A with a B. How's it go? Is that it? Betty came by on her way and said she had a word to say about things today and fallen leaves. Yeah, I guess that would be. Is this in standard tuning? Capo on the 3rd fret? Is that the actual way to play it? Is that it? That sounds right, doesn't it? Man, that's such a great song. Said she had a word to say. Things today. So is that one? Does that count? Or maybe I should see what's up. Hey, what's up, SD Rules? Yeah, Jason. Yeah, that's right. Plain uncoded. Just blow through the Ernie Ball earth tones. Yeah, those sound great, but they don't last a whole lot of time, a whole long time. What's Saturday Sun is like another really great Nick Drake song. Saturday Sun. Vance Joy does a Saturday Sun cover. Let's see if this is in standard. This looks like it's in standard, right? Came early one morning. Sky so clear and blue. Yeah, Saturday Sun. The Saturday Sun came without warning, so no one knew what to do. Yeah, that's great. So that's super easy too. C, G over B, A minor. F sharp diminished. Don't want to play like that. Yeah, it's a great song. Saturday Sun is the best standard tuning Nick Drake song. Jim Croce. I don't really know a lot of Jim Croce for sure. Have I tried the Labella Silk and Steel? I feel like I have, but it was like years ago, and I really liked it. But those were on a. Were those on a classical guitar that was like just like not the way it was supposed to be? Because I feel like I did and I liked them, but yeah, something like that. Can I share some knowledge on math rock? Probably not. I don't really know anything about math rock, to be honest. I know it's the time signatures change, right? I think if you wanna learn math rock, you definitely gotta learn how to count. I think counting is like, it sounds stupid, learn how to count, but like. Proper musical counting is such a slept-on skill. Like even that Nick Drake song, right? Like, how am I playing that? I remember that was so hard for me to do. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. Like counting in 5 is like tough, right? So if you want to get into math rock, again, I'm not your guy to teach math rock. Maybe I should look into it, but counting, it's about counting. Because to do math, you need to know how to count. And that is why you pay $10 to take my class tomorrow on amphi.com. Which you guys should. Help a brother out. Help your boy out. That'll be a good time by all. Ian H knows the Saturday Sun is a good song. Is acoustic tapping possible? Does that answer your question? How do you do that? That's a tough thing. So Saturday, Sunday I can play on piano. It sounds so good on piano. It is a piano song, the Nick Drake song. We're still on it as I'm still trying to make sense of my words at the time. But great piano song. Kind of hard to... I think it's something like that, right? That's how you'd play it on a guitar, because it's like C, C, G, C, D, E would be the guitar version of that. Will there be a link to the classroom? It should be pinned at the top, right? Is that the link right there? Check that out. Yeah, because that should give you half off. So yeah, definitely do it. Should be good. I'm getting Andrea to come too, so she'll be there, which is going to be great. What is a reharmonization? Great question. This is something that I was confused about for a while. So let's use a very simple example. Would be the song I just played a few minutes ago in Emeryld Stone, right? So controlled by the moon, we'll find a way soon to return again. All right, so if we look at the notes there, it's a F, or the chords over the notes. Controlled by the moon, D minor. We'll find a way soon, right? So if I'm soon, now I can phrase different chords on top of that note, right? The last time I go, I do the same thing, but I play it over a different chord, okay? So if I'm singing one note and the guitar chord is a C, see how those chords fit over the same note, right? Find a way to, find a way to, but the chord is different. So I have harmonized a different chord over the same note as before. I've reharmonized it, right? So, sometimes you can get real jazzy with things. Reharmonization, I would say, is mostly but not exclusively a jazz thing, right? I think some of the best, it's got a great reharmonization is the Taylor Swift song Ivy. Oh, the end of it is just, it's a total reharm, and it's a pop song, you know what I mean? So choosing different chords to sit over melody is just kind of it, right? Now you can do that by a lot of different ways. Maybe I should just teach a reharmonization course or video or something at some point, because I think it's actually super interesting. What would be a good example of that? Like, I want to do a Rider song. So like, let's take Reminder. I know that it's wrong to stray from the path I started yesterday, but in my heart there's just one way to show the things I meant to say. Alright, those chords are A minor 11 over G over C suspended 2. Right? So it's in A minor, but I could play tons of different chords over those notes, right? I could just play the regular chords. I know that it's wrong to stray. See how it sounds different? From the path I started yesterday, but in my heart there's just one way to show the things I meant to say. Right? We could do something totally different. Let's say that C major at the end, right? I know that it's wrong to stray. Right? I can reharmonize that note, the word stray. Let's be like, all right, so C is a C, an E, and a G. So the best kind of candidates to reharm that would be maybe like the next note in a C chord, which would be an E. So maybe I'm going to reharmonize that spot with an E, and what's E's chord in this key? E minor. So instead of, I know that it's wrong to stray from the path I started yesterday, but in my heart there's just one way to show the things I'd meant to say. Right? So it's like doing that. Well, the open one sounded better than here. Maybe do E minor with the C on it. Is it wrong? No, it's not wrong, because that's a perfectly acceptable way to harmonize, you know. A C note, right? Maybe, as you can just tell there's an E minor with the C on top. It's not my favorite, you know what I mean? Reason being is there's a B in that note, and then we have a C and a B kind of rubbing up against each other. So let's take something else. What's a note, since that now I've just discovered, because my ear's not that great, that I know that it's wrong to stray. That's a C note. What chord in the key of C has a C note in it besides C major? A minor does. A minor, C, and D. I don't want to use that. Can we start on A minor? F major has a C in it. F, A, C. I know that it's wrong to stray. I like that. The path I started yesterday, but in my heart there's just one way to show the things I'd meant to say. It's like, okay, well that's something, you know. Maybe I don't like that. Where is C the fourth note in the chord? You can kind of work backwards, because again, intervals is the way to do that. So if we all right, so if C is the fourth note, you know, let's actually go above and beyond. What's a wild chord out of this key where C is like the fourth note? The first thing I always think of major 7 chords, right? So where is, I see the last note in major 7 chord, that would be actually C sharp, major 7, right? That chord isn't in the key. Here's a spicy reharmonization. I know that it's wrong to stray. Maybe that's a pathway into a different key, right? You can't tell me that it doesn't work, because that note in the melody is in that chord. So yeah, it works. It's not in the key, but that note is in the chord. So that's kind of like an example of a spicy reharmonization, because I built that chord around the note, not even worrying about what key it's in. And when you do that, it works, but it might be unpleasant to some people. Jazz people might be geeking out over it. Yeah, maybe that, I feel like that question is deserving of like a full video, so maybe I'll do that, you know. You just started your Udemy. Oh, you just started your Udemy. Oh, cool. Thank you for taking it. That's awesome. Emeryld Ryders' name makes me think of an Irish pub house band. You know, that's the goal. That's end game right there, folks. So yeah. What the magic behind music theory? I mean, why doesn't it sound good? Why doesn't what sound good? This is probably in context of what I was just playing. How old am I? 38 years old. He's 78, but looks 40 due to his mostly vegan diet. Actually, I'm 38, but I look 34 due to my mostly vegan, 100% vegan, bro. Come on, man, join the squad. Never cheated. Can you play Somewhere Over the Rainbow, a little bluesy and a different way to play it? So what is it? I think that was my initial harmony video, where it's like, we got C. So, you know, you could do it just with 7th chords, right? Right? Like there, because there's that C. What is it? So if you kind of like do that over like a, that's tough, because then you'd have like a, I'd have to get a looper pedal out to like do that justice for sure. I'm not good enough to kind of do that on the fly with different chord voicings. Hello from Japan, from the dude. Right back at you, man. And hey, Drew from Missouri. Love it. Love everybody tuning in from all over the world. I actually got to go. I got to go teach a lesson. I got to be downtown Sarasota in 30 minutes, which means I'm going to be late. No, I'll probably be right on time. That is my one skill in life, is I'm always there right on time. Never late. Never early. I can try to be early, and then something happens to make it late. But always right on time. So yeah, does minor really represent sad music? I don't think so. I mean, come on. What's sad about this? That's minor. Those are 3 minor chords in a row. So yeah, minor isn't sad. I think it's just kind of like how you dress it up. I will say that all the good songs are written in minor because I think it's. Here's the thing: it's not happy, right? So I think a lot of people, in a very basic way, will be like, "Well, if it's not happy, then it's sad," and that's not true. There's so much more complexity and depth that goes into an emotion to be like, "Well, not happy does not equal sad." It's just not happy. And since like major is so like, it's like, oh, that's happy. That's nice. That feels right. It doesn't mean that the opposite of that is sad from a musical standpoint. But I think minor songs, again, I would say the majority of my songs are in minor key or leading key or something, which is kind of sad. I think they are a better palette to maybe write more complex emotional lyrics, I suppose. And a lot of times that ends up sounding kind of sad, but it doesn't have to be sad. So yeah, keep playing your minor stuff and be a deep person, which I already know you are because you're checking out an SD live stream on Friday. So thanks for coming, Sam. Have a good time. See you at the class. Everybody, see it. Hopefully, everybody take that class, please. It'd be cool to see you there. If not, I will see you in a future video. So.